The passage chosen for today's devotion from Bible is Malachi chapter 3, verses 6 to 18. Malachi chapter 3, verses 6 to 12 sits between two oracles about God's justice. Malachi's hearers can question God's justice only because he is unchanging in his compassion, slowness to anger and forgiveness. Despite their disobedience, he leaves time for them to repent. When they ask in what way they need to return, Malachi gives another example of their covenant-breaking failure to give the required tithes of their produce. These provided for the upkeep of the priests and temple service and care for the poor in the community. They seemed to think that God was not blessing them as they expected, and so they lacked the means to give the tithes. However, the tithes were meant as recognition that the land was God's, not theirs, and that he gave them the strength and ability to use it as his stewards, who should give the tithes out of gratitude. The blessings promised in verses 10 and 11 follow from living in a covenant relationship with God. They are not a payback for tithing. Should Christians tithe? Jesus does not require it of his followers, and Paul gives general guidance only. Giving should be systematic and thoughtful in a willing, cheerful and generous spirit. The amount given should be proportionate to what we have and to the needs of those less well off. What we give is acceptable to God, according to what one has, not according to what one does not have. The second oracle about God's justice is an assurance that God does know and care about how people are behaving. He will come in judgment and vindicate those who have feared him. Because they have honored his name, he knows and will remember their names. They will become his treasured possession. This is an assurance that is also given to Christians. Everything comes from God, and we have given him only what comes from his hand. Do you share David's sense of dependence on, and gratitude to, God? Study Paul's teaching on giving and review your giving in the light of what he says.